Hey fellas, Jess here. If you're over 50, then the chances are really good that you've experienced or you're experiencing back pain, sore knees, tight hips, or some combination of the above. Unfortunately, most blokes think that those symptoms are just a natural part of aging. They come with the territory, so suck it up, princess. But if you're suffering from any of those things, you're in the right place, because today I'm going to explode some myths about pain and getting older and share some simple, research-backed and scientifically proven solutions so that you can enjoy life with less pain. So, hang around. The bad news is that 70% of men over 50 experience chronic pain in their back, knees, hips, or all of the above. The good news is that it doesn't have to be that way. So let's talk about 3 real causes of pain that aren't age-related. The first one is tight muscles. If you're sitting a lot, and often at our age that's the reality of our jobs, you're going to end up with tight hip flexors. They're the muscles at the front of your hips. They're responsible for lifting your legs, stabilizing your pelvis, and helping you to walk, run, and sit. But here's the catch. If you have tight hip flexors, that can lead to pain in your lower back, your knees, and even your shoulders as everything gets thrown out of balance. Second possible cause, weak muscles. I'm oversimplifying here, but weak glutes can cause back pain. Weak quads can cause knee pain by reducing knee stability and increasing stress on your knees. And having a weak core can cause increased strain, poor posture, poor balance, and ultimately more pain. Third possible cause of pain is inflammation. It causes everything to hurt more. So too much sugar, too much alcohol, poor sleep, stress, poor gut health can all lead to more inflammation in your body. And that's going to mean more pain for you. So let's talk about some simple fixes to help with these 3 things. The first fix is the 5-minute daily fix. And here's what I try and do every day after my morning walk. Full credit to Bruce Scott at the Body Movement Institute for these 4 simple movements that are designed to unlock your body, get your blood moving, and loosen those tight muscles. Here's the first one. Super simple, just gentle kind of. And the idea is just to feel the elasticity in your legs. So the trick with all of these exercises is just not to push them at all, but just to let your body flow freely. So that's the first one. You don't have to go too deep just to get it going. Second one. And once again, start easy, move into it as you loosen up. And they feel good when you're doing them. So you can see how I just expand the range of movement as I go. That's the second one. You don't have to do these for a long time. Maybe, 30 seconds to a minute each. Third one, this one's loosening up. And this starts to loosen up your spine as well. Again, don't push it. It's just about flowing. So I start to follow it around with my eyes, loosen up. If I really want to get moving, I can start to go up on one leg and then on the other. So that's the first 3. The last one, if you have a look down at the knee here, so just step forward a little bit. And then just this one, again, don't push it. You just want to get your knee and your ankle just moving around. Ideal after you've finished walking. Swap over. Same thing again. You can see I've got a bit less range of motion in my left knee. But again, just start slowly, just moving it out. And that's 4. The second fix is what I call the dynamic duo, the 2 strength moves that help end pain and fight crime in Gotham City. The first of these is squats. Squats will strengthen your glutes, your quads, and your core muscles. The second one is push-ups. So push-ups are going to strengthen your chest, triceps, shoulders, and your glutes and your core muscles. And these are both exercises that strengthen multiple major muscle groups. So you get more bang for your buck. Both of them create more strength, but they're also going to create more stability in your body. And that combination of strength and stability is going to mean less pain. Guess what? They're both exercises that you can do almost anywhere with little or no equipment. And they're both easy to vary. So you can increase or decrease the resistance to match where you're up to in your journey. Try and program 2 resistance workouts into your week and you'll be golden. The last thing is, how do you reduce inflammation? Well, I've discovered the perfect recipe for increasing inflammation in my body. I call it the Saturday night special, and it combines drinking alcohol, eating chocolate, and sitting on the couch watching Netflix until late at night. And the next morning, without fail, every joint in my body is complaining loudly. But how do you reduce inflammation? Well, it's actually quite simple. Here's the recipe. Walk each day. It really doesn't matter when. Get a decent night's sleep. Stay hydrated. Eat whole foods instead of processed stuff. Trade out the sugary pick-me-ups for nuts or berries or sugar-free treats. Limit your alcohol consumption and find other ways to de-stress and unwind that aren't going to inflame the situation. Add in a couple of supplements that are specifically designed to reduce oxidation and inflammation. And there's a couple that I use which have worked wonders for me. If you're interested, send me a message and I'll tell you more about those. When you wake up with back and joint pain, it's tempting to think that the machine is breaking down. But I want to tell you, you're not broken. Start small, but start today. Because building those healthy habits is going to help you enjoy life a hell of a lot more. So don't just think about it, do it. And remember, getting older is inevitable, but getting old, that's a choice. Stay strong, brother.